Want me to start singing?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is now time for the tradition of our return song after break.
Sound the bugle now. Play it just for me. As the seasons change, remember how I used to be. Now I can't go on. I can't even start. I've got nothing left, just an empty heart. I'm a soldier, wounded, so I must give up the fight. There's nothing more for me. Lead me away, or leave me lying here.
I turned
Sound the bugle now. Sorry, what?
No, you're fine. I kept cutting you off. I turned my phone flashlight on and I was like waving it like I was at a concert.
Yeah, I was also dancing in my seat, just doing the candle motion with my hand.
Dog, you were hitting it. You like this is you're 2 for 2 right now. You're hitting it.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Hit the encore if you want to hit the encore. I'm not gonna stop you. I told you. Play how you want to play. Welcome back to
the big part.
If you want to get to the big part.
You go now. Tell him I don't care. There's not a road I know that leads to anywhere. Then from on high, somewhere in the distance, there's a voice that calls, remember who you are. If you lose yourself, your courage soon will follow. So be strong tonight. Remember who you are. Oh, you're a soldier now, fighting in a battle to be free once more. Oh, that's worth fighting for.
I can't believe DreamWorks never put more into Spirit's Stallion of the Cimarron, dog. I did an entire video essay on it, and then they did like a few.
Wasn't that a TV
reboots.
Series?
They did like a few like Netflix reboots. Oh my god, we are 4 minutes in. Listen, welcome back to Naruto D&D 5e, making waves, a D&D adventure with ninjas and intrigue and all kinds of musical numbers. We have musical numbers. I have been. I'm not. This is the start of a new session. This is the start of a session after a break. I am your dungeon master, Plus, aka Plus Ultraman, aka Weeb. I'm here with my wonderful players, Pickle Dill playing.
Ava Rice, level 2 medic name.
Yes. Rune Scribble, the incredible vocalist Rune Scribble playing.
Playing Kesho Hikari, the level 2 informant operative.
Correct. And the Storybuster playing.
Nanamo Junbai, playing the level 2 hunter nim.
Our students. Okay, because of how we're doing this, we're gonna skip doing a recap of the last session since this is kind of still the same session for us. And we will do that when you guys get session 4 in the actual like recording. It'll be session 3 for our purposes. As we left off, Team 0 was entering the underground fighting arena that lies beneath Perroco to complete their sabotage mission and aid their client, Taiza, or as he's been affectionately named by Ava, Steroid Inari, and or like Chad Inari, either one.
Still hilarious.
He's not that big. He's bigger than you guys. He's buffer than Animo.
That's not really saying much considering 2 of us.
He's buffer than Animo.
Come on, guys.
There's more like visible muscle on him than there is on Sensei. I'll give him that. Like you don't think he's stronger than your Sensei, but he looks like he could. Like if they arm wrestle, he'd probably get Shini's Sensei because he's so scrawny. You know, that's what you guys have assumed.
is?
Yeah, it's the best way I could describe this is if you think of the if you've ever seen Baki, the underground like fighting arena they have in that's basically the area you guys are entering into. There's like a stand area. It's pretty empty. I can actually grab a picture of it. Baki Underground Arena. There are stands, but they're pretty empty. They are pretty empty.
Probably too early.
It's not even that it's too early. It's mostly that like there aren't going to be that many people that come. They're like sparsely populated. Like about like the image I've just sent. It's about that many people kind of waiting around. Just kind of curious. And as you're entering, there is a man in the middle of the ring, and by him is this very tall, and honestly, for the purposes of like what you can imagine Pero looks like, he looks like Gato, but his hair is like the opposite. So instead of like having the mullet, he has like the kind of like side like old man part where like they haven't given up on their hair yet, but they need to.
So
he looks like that.
Comb over.
It's not even. Well, I mean, he doesn't have enough to comb it over. Honestly, it's like the clown hair almost. Like it's it looks clownish, you know.
He's Larry from the Three Stooges.
But he has enough money to where it's like he doesn't care, you know. Like he can look like a ghoul and like he doesn't care because like the money soothes it, you know. He has the power Ava is always talking about, the power to just soothe all your feelings with money. Just wipe your tears with the money. And then beside him is, to you guys, a very familiar dog ninja man. And I am going to go ahead and, just for the purposes of players, send them a picture of Ninkin the Ninja Hound. So in this one, he actually has a headband. Don't worry about the headband. That's not what he would look like exactly. He might have the little like gold the gold accents, but that'll be it. That's the only thing that you get, because I mean he doesn't need much to distinguish himself. It's like, okay, that's not the same kind of person as the other people.
Is that the dog man?
That's the dog man, yeah.
Hi, pupper.
Oh, you're actually saying that?
No, that's just.
Oh. He would have waved. You're like dressed as a cook. He would have Roro.
As if,
I mean,
if
Hikari would not say hello, Papa, to someone that big.
Okay, yeah, he's taller than Shini Sensei, and Shini Sensei is probably like 6'2", 6'1". He's not a small guy. He's a very lanky, like imposing presence. So this guy is big.
That's wild that he's 2 foot taller than Ava.
Big dog man. So yeah, as you guys are entering, you see Pero and his right hand man Ninkin the Ninja Hound. And Pero is going to say, am I locking in the voice I want to use for Pharaoh?
Do it.
I feel like I have to.
The Scooby-Doo voice?
No. Ninkin has the Scooby-Doo voice. Ninkin has the Frank Weller,
you're talking
Scooby-Doo
about
voice.
Pero. Okay.
Yeah. Pero has excuse me. Tremendous. Welcome, all my esteemed guests. I can't believe it. We're going to have the best tournament ever, a tournament no one will ever forget about. I love these tournaments. Every year we have these tournaments, the biggest tournaments, the biggest crowds. They're all here. They love it. They love the tournament. Isn't that right, Ninkin? Russia. They love the tournaments. Welcome to the staff, to those just joining us to finally see this. I really hope you'll enjoy it. I hope that it comes to the town, everyone enjoys it. And then as he's saying this, a lot of the like guys in like just business suits and robes that you guys are seeing throughout the city, they're filing down into the ring and just kind of circling around and like forming up. And you guys are seeing like how many of them there are. And there's like, as you count, there's like I'm so glad this is hitting road as well as it is. You guys don't know. That makes it all worth it. It's such a low-hanging fruit joke too.
It is.
Yeah. I've lost my train of thought.
The guys are the people from the
Yeah,
town.
yeah,
in the
yeah.
suits
So
are coming in.
the employees in the suits are coming in, and they're going to do the same thing.
Congratulations, Plus, you've made my stomach hurt.
Listen, that's what it was for. They're going to come in and they're going to do the same thing Sheeny did when he threw off his disguise and like changed all you guys' clothes, and they're going to do it. And now they're just in like the typical ninja garb, and you guys know like one of these like stereotypical ninja is Sheeny Sensei. You don't know which one it is. There's so many that like have the same like, and like he's tall, but like Sheeny Sensei can slouch and transform himself. So you don't know exactly. So you can't really count on I can clock him. You can roll perception if you really wanted to see if you could tell one.
Don't count on it.
Would, yeah. Ava wants to because she's very unhappy that she has no link to a lifeline. Oh, joyous day. That's a 1.
Is that a crit fail?
It's a crit fail, yes.
Oh.
Ava.
She's gonna pick the wrong one, isn't she?
You are absolutely certain.
Yay.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to decide if I want to be nice and give you one that like helps you narrow down who you should believe is Sheeny Sensei, or one that like is you have to like play it because you fucked up that bad.
I'll play it if you make me.
Yeah, I know you will. That's the question. I don't want to be unfair. You become convinced that a ninja who like in the lineup is fairly near Pero is Sheeny Sensei. And you think this because the way Pero's like shadow is starting to cast in the lights, it's like stretching towards this one ninja. And you get the feeling like, okay, if Sheeny Sensei wanted to do anything, he could probably do something just because he's like in that. Because he grabbed our shadows that one time and stopped us from moving. So that's probably where Sheeny Sensei is.
Okay, Ava's just gonna give look at that one, look at the shadow, be a little reassured by the knowledge that Sheeny Sensei could just do the job and kill this guy. I'm also a little irritated that he's making them go through all this if he could just use the shadow, to hold this guy and they could jump him. So he's like,
remember,
what's he fucking doing?
Pero is a quote unquote good businessman. Like this is probably the shadiest thing he does, and really and truly in the ninja world, there's nothing illegal about having a tournament. So I mean, you're still technically looking for something that's like more dirt. Also, I should mention, as you guys are getting in there, you're feeling a little bit of killing intent come off Taiza. But it's not that impressive. It's not like, oh no, it's not even that it's that impressive. It's not that notable just because within the group of 16 fighters around you guys, and also Nanimo, I guess you're like it's up to you whether you're like giving off or trying to like you have your game face on under your poet mask.
Yeah, outwardly he's probably trying to give off body language which is like intimidating. Inside he's got a massive smile on his face.
Yeah, I feel like you guys by now know how to release a little small bit of killing intent. So yeah, you're giving off some like a vibe of your own. Like I'm not to be messed with either. I'm the masked poet. I can do this. Excuse me. Yeah, you got and Taiza is just kind of staring at Pero and just kind of gripping his fists so they're cracking a little bit. So he's locked in. Yeah, you're right next to him, pretty much almost.
I'll just kind of subtly go, keep it together.
I don't need you to tell me that. Damn fake ninja.
What, you're losing cool. Don't call me a fucking fake ninja.
Well, you are a fake ninja, aren't you? Like you're literally being a fake ninja right now. I'm playing my part. Play yours, dummy.
Oh look, you've found male Ava.
Two of you.
Yeah, I feel like Nanimo would just be like, I hate everyone so much.
Honestly, yep, play Ava. That'll convince people that you're awful.
All right, and unless you guys want to do anything else, Pero's going to continue to speak.
Well,
Well, Hikari can't really do anything. She's supposed to be going to the kitchens right now.
Yep, and
Oh yeah, he would say, I can't wait for you to see the accommodations we have outside of the ring. Our feast will be amazing. Your housing and lodging will be amazing. We have the best maids in the land of hot water to serve you. We have the best cooks in the land of hot water to serve you. Some of you probably went to some of the tremendous restaurants we have around here. Maybe you've had some Pero Sparrows by now. Tremendous, amazing Pero Sparrows. People love the Pero Sparrows. Everybody loves the Pero Sparrows. One of
And
my favorite words
Hikari,
is
all throughout
Pero
this
Sparrows.
whole spiel, is just thinking, this man really loves the sound of his own voice, doesn't he?
Yeah, so you guys are kind of directed to begin going about your tasks. So some of you, there's like a auditorium like speaker. So honestly, like while the event is going on, you can hear the at least Pero right now. You can hear him if you walk off to go attend to a room or like begin making beds or whatever you're gonna do if you're Ava, or start working on food if you're Hikari.
Ava's going to lean into Hikari and just say, "Stay
Oh, but
in the
wait.
kitchen.
Wait.
I'll meet you."
Wait. Before our staff go off, we do have one treat for everyone. And that is going to be our illustrious head ninja, Ninkin, doing an exhibition match, a tremendous exhibition match, an exhibition match nobody will ever forget about. Ninkin, are you ready? Russia, volunteer ninja. And then, Ava, that ninja you noticed, he's gonna walk out. He's feeling frisky.
He was like, he's going to be going, "Don't show your hand too much, Bonus Sensei. Don't fuck this up."
Yeah, he walks out, and then 4 other ninja come out, and they surround Ninkin. Nobody else is involved in this combat, so this is just going to be me RPing a combat pretty much. So I'm not even going to do rolls for this, honestly, because Ninkin is pretty strong compared to the regular ninja. So these ninja are going
to get a point across.
Yeah, these ninja are going to walk out, and they start pulling kunai, and you see some of them like trying to do hand signs and stuff like that. And Ninkin is going to take a new rib bone from like a little pack he has and put that in his mouth like he's putting a new cigar in there. And as he does that, he's going to reach into his own like weapon pouch, and he's going to pull out a sickle and chain. And he is going to just very, very like finely whip it, and in a perfect circle, it takes off the fingers of all the men who are trying to run through hand signs to begin like jutsus. So now they can't do jutsus anymore.
Question. Did
Go ahead.
Hikari see that?
Honestly, yeah, if Pero said, wait, staff, enjoy an exhibition match, and then Ninkin, got surrounded and then the fight just started, you've just seen this. And yeah, there's not long before there's blood on the ground.
So would that be a will save or what?
Do me a con check.
Okay.
I'm happy my hand up was ignored.
Okay, that was actually a pretty good roll. I got 17.
Hikari, you are on a mission right now. Shinji Sensei has, since discovering your hemophobia, not drilled it into you, but like you've done some counseling with your sensei. And it's not even just like you're wrong for feeling this way. A ninja can't have these kind of weaknesses. You have to be tough. It's more so blood is a part of life. Like literally is a part of life. You cannot live without at some points witnessing blood. And Hikari can't be frozen because she has to live for other people. And that is enough to, be like, not only that, I'm still on the mission. I'm still in roles. You get a little queasy, you swallow it down, you're doing your job. Like you appear almost like it's like, I'm from the land of hot water. I'm about the underground fighting tournament. This isn't nothing. So a lot of those ninja, after their fingers are taken off, you hear some of them yell, some of them like don't react. They just say, you know what? I'll lose the 4 fingers I just lost while doing my ram seal. I've still got 6, and they're gonna make fists, and they're gonna charge Ninkin. And before they can even get there, Ninkin is gonna whip his Kusarigama chain again, and he's just gonna ball them all up. He's gonna like round them all up and then pull them closer. And then when he does, you're gonna see chakra kind of surge to his fangs. And kind of like in Pokemon, if you've ever seen them do like Thunder Fang and stuff like that, where they get like the big like bite, like claws or like energy bite around them, you're gonna see, let's say, Wind Chakra. kind of surge into like a set of teeth, and then those are gonna bite through the shinobi. And Hikari, you don't have to roll con again because you rolled it already.
Yeah.
So those 5 ninja are dead. Those 5 ninja have done no damage, and they are now missing fingers and also bisected. So I mean, deal with what you will. That was the exhibition.
Question.
And it wasn't an exhibition. It was go ahead.
Can Ava safely conclude that the one she thought was Shinny was wrong, or does she believe he is now dead?
That was a crit fail. I feel like Abe was probably convinced Shinny Sensei is dead.
Oh fuck! Like that's actually
she already got the vibe that Ninkin was probably like relevant or like relative to Shinny.
Okay, Ava has just made a decision, basically how to best succeed in this mission without Shinny. She's not going to consult the rest of the timber. She's just made a decision. Okay, this is how we win. Now that Bonus Sensei has fucked up and died.
Yeah, it seems about right. Yeah, because you guys have no idea where he is, or if that was him or not. And honestly, yeah, Ava's convinced. And if she told Hikari, or if she goes to tell any of you guys,
Ava's not doing that.
We'll do with that what we will. Well, no, you told Hikari you wanted to meet up with her, didn't you?
Oh yeah, but as in, she's not going to say, oh yeah, that's Shinny dead, because that might cause her to shut down, you know? She shut down at the thought of, potentially having a bad time in the kitchen. How is she having to yell? How's she going to take Sensei's dead? Yeah, so Ava's just not going to mention that. She's going to she'll tell them later. Right now, she's just going to turn to Hikari and say, I'll meet you in the kitchen later. Stay there. Don't piss anyone off. I got to go do a thing. And then she's going to go looking for Pero's office.
Fair enough.
And before she goes, Hikari will say, "Good luck. Be safe."
All right, Pero's gonna finish out, and he's gonna say, "Now we haven't done our tournament drawings yet, but there will be amazing tournament drawings. Tournament drawings you'll never forget about. People will say these have never seen tournament drawings so good. You'll get sick of how good the tournament drawings are. We're gonna do those, but first we're gonna take a little time to clean up this mess here that Ninkin is so well made." He's gonna like kind of patronizingly pat Ninkin on the head like an actual dog. Like he's gonna reach up to do so. Yeah, like and Ninkin actually has to bend down to even.
And that kind of annoys Hikari. She's just looking at him like he's a person, not a pet. You jerk.
Yeah,
she doesn't say that out loud, but that's what's going through her head.
Ninkin, for some reason, complies with this. And what is Gato gonna have? Or not Gato? I keep saying Gato. That's because I actually have Gato written in some of these notes. That's why. Pero is going to begin to leave the ring. You guys have free reign to kind of mix and mingle with some of the different fighters, or if you're going about in your infiltration work, you can mix and mingle with some of the different staff. And this will allow me to select some fighters to make real quick off the top of my head. But yeah, what you guys have just, I'm sorry, what you guys have just gotten from that was that the show of, this is what Gato says. Remember, my friends, we have an amazing prize, a prize no one has ever been able to have before. Not only do you have the opportunity to join my amazing, tremendous, so big, amazing, the biggest militia of ninja anybody's ever seen. Everyone says it's bigger than the land of waves. It's bigger than the land of water, bigger than the land of fire. It's gonna be the biggest one ever. It's bigly, bigly, bigly. You can join us, but you can also have one wish granted, like Ninkin here had. And it's something beyond your wildest dreams. So that's him just kind of establishing like this was both to scare you because I have backup who can like fuck most of y'all up. Not only that, but like also just the army of ninja. And also there is a reason to fight.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead, Hikari. I was cutting you off. I'm sorry.
So Hikari, considering what she's been hired to do and what she is thinking she could do to play into her strengths, is either going to go around to the staff or to the fighters themselves and ask about their food preferences of the fighters.
Okay. That is not out of the ordinary at all. I feel like it seems like
Well, she is working in the kitchens now.
Yeah, you're taking the initiative with your job and taking it very serious. So you can kind of return to the ring and walk about pretty unimpeded without anybody like really taking any interest in you.
Okay.
And there is, I'm gonna say, a lot of these fighters are generic because at least 8 of them have to just be wiped out within like the first round. What you basically see is a lot of these guys actually look like they might have been some of the men who worked for Gato and like were on the Great Naruto Bridge but got chased away by Team 7.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
it's Ava.
Yeah, oh joy, faces that know me. Yeah.
I mean, most of these are guys who like, I'll be honest, Ava, most of these are guys who probably wouldn't have looked twice at you because like you weren't old enough to be to them valuable as a woman, we will say. But it is still a gross way to say. That's probably the nicest way.
That's real bad, but
that's probably the nicest way that could be said from these people's perspective.
At least they're not a word that I really don't want to say right now.
It's the word that rhymes with pero.
You see, yeah, I mean, and only that way they probably are better people than people. We haven't confirmed Pero is this, but I mean, listen, buddy, it's very hard not to mess up his name.
I'm never letting you hear the end of that. Plus,
it's very hard not to mess up his name and say it and accuse him of it. So I mean, listen, he is the burden of proof is on him. It's not on us, you know. He has to prove he isn't, not us.
I'm very unhappy Ava's going to his office.
And you know what? The fact that he's willing to hire children and put them in these spaces isn't a good look. You know, it doesn't ring well. So, I mean, you guys are making the assumptions. Your radar is not off. But yeah, Ikari, you're gonna see like 8 of these guys, and then 2 of the fighters you know as Taiza and Nanimo, dressed as the masked poet. And then 6 others are like more noticeable like people. Like they have like less generic clothes, but they're still like rather like you feel like honestly you could probably take a lot of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it's a bunch of. In fact, 2 of them are, I'm going to say Zori from the Land of Waves, and the other guy they're like those 2 samurai that worked. Zori and Waraji. 2 of them are Zori and Waraji. So that leaves like 4 like fighters who were just kind of meh. So yeah, you see these guys too.
Woo, yay.
Now, Ava, they might recognize you. I won't front. They were like...
Yeah, they were there a lot.
They were there a lot.
Shit. Well, here's a question. Did Ava possibly see them among the fighters before she left?
If she did that well, no. She did that perception roll to find Sheenie, right? That was her crit fail?
That was a crit fail.
I'm going to say nah. You were so focused on finding Sheenie, you didn't even clock them.
You
were so focused on finding Sheenie, and then like not long afterwards, you became assured that he was dead. Yeah, like within seconds.
Yep. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a shame. Can't call on them as character references, but fair enough.
But yeah, it's a few people there that you could mix and mingle with to ask about what they would like to eat.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's what
Hikari's doing.
Okay.
Well, also trying to charm them without fully realizing that she's charming them. I'm basically using my charming persona.
Got you. Okay, I'm gonna say you walk up to Waraji and Zori. And they're talking, like they seem like they're on the same page about like whatever they want to do with the tournament. Like maybe their plan is to face each other and then one of them takes a dive and they just win and wish for something that would benefit them both. And they're gonna instantly stop talking when you kind of approach because they feel like oh, what's this chick want?
Hello. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm part of the new kitchen staff. Might I please trouble you for a moment to ask you a few questions about your food preferences?
Huh? Well, sure. Damn, these guys treat you better than Gato did.
Excellent. So, what's your favorite meat?
I'm a big fan of beef.
And then that's Waraji. And then Zori's gonna go, well, I like fish personally.
Okay, beef and fish. Just a sec. I am actually going to write this down because I feel like this will be important in RP later.
Yep, it might come back up. It might become. I'm giving you most of these things off the top of my head. So if you better track them than I will, yeah, you're definitely getting rewarded for that.
There is my notepad. My fluffy Pikachu notepad.
Nice.
Okay, so who liked beef?
That's Waraji. That's the guy with the eye patch. And then Zori likes fish.
Zori.
You know, we didn't get to eat much fish at the Land of Waves, but I heard they had some pretty good ones.
Really? That's a shame. I really like some good fried fish, especially if it's super salty. Yeah, so good.
No, you're talking my language. I would love to have some of that here.
Certainly. Do you have a favorite hit sweet thing to have for your dessert?
You guys really do it gourmet. Sweet dumplings?
Sweet dumpling. Got it.
Okay, yeah, you got
so much.
You got their favorite foods and dessert. That may in fact be something useful to you if you need to cover for yourself.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, little lady. They're being nicer to you now. They're not calling you chick.
Have a nice day.
You as well. Wish us luck.
Good luck. Fight hard.
Well, we will, yeah.
And they look kind of hyped up now. They're like, yeah, we're gonna do this. There's definitely no one here that's that strong. Like, definitely no one here who could snag our swords out of our hands before we even realized they did, and then place them at our necks. As Haku did. As Haku did to both of them.
Yep.
In terms of RPing their infiltration.
I beg your pardon?
I was saying who would like to go next in terms of RPing their infiltration?
If Buster wants to go because he's been quiet, I'm happy to.
Oh, yeah, Buster, you go because Tyza hasn't done.
I will just kind of wait. I will be out of the ninjas which just died, kind of following Ava's lead. Can I see if any of them were sensei? Kind of just going. He was supposed to be one of them.
Yes.
I've just watched.
There's still a ton. There's still so
die.
many ninja. That's another reason why you guys know you can't tap Pero, because like if you did, all these people who he is their paycheck would probably just jump you. You can roll your own perception check.
Thank God. Oh, that's 24.
Is that a crit?
Whew.
No, not natural 20, 19.
With a 24.
I'm not trying to identify him in the crowd. I'm just trying to identify if any of the corpses, which I imagine I'm sat
You
quite close
just want to
with
prove to yourself that none of those are Shini-san.
Yeah. There's like because I had said when it was like any volunteers, Nanamo did go to put his hand up. Watching this is long since been dropped, and he's now trying to identify if any of this is his sensei.
Nanamo, you kind of peer into the at the ball of it's kind of like just a gaggle of just like corpses at this point. You kind of peer into it, and from what you can tell, like the pieces that belong to the same people, none of them have that kind of. It's not iconic, but it's like Sensei's pretty pale.
Yeah.
Sensei's pretty pale. None of them are that pale.
Scraggly
Okay, that's
drifter vibe.
None of them are as pale as your sensei, and you clock that pretty quickly, and that puts you at ease. At least in terms of if he died.
I let out a sigh of relief, and if I see Hikari walking around talking to other fighters, I'll wait until she gets close to me and just let her know none of them were Sensei in case she was having similar thoughts to me.
Okay.
And that is what I'll do.
Whoa. Do me a sleight of hand check.
Side of hand. Oh no. Oh, 22.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
You're
You
good.
do that so smoothly. Like that's pure like intel op hunter nin like business right there. In fact, you guys pull on the fact that like your sensei is those two things combined. Like, he is a subclass of hunter nin and intel op, so you know exactly how to do this. Like Hikari is walking by, and then she sneezes as she does to cover what you say to her.
Okay. I'll just give her a nod.
And then your lips don't move behind your mask, so yeah, it's perfect.
And I will just continue sitting in silence, trying not to draw the attention of anyone at all.
Taiza is still like, he recognizes he shouldn't get too buddy with you because you're probably gonna have to take a dive frame at some point if you guys get matched up. But he's, for some reason, he like seems like he also wants the assurance of being near his bodyguards and co-conspirators in this mission.
If there was a seat
Go ahead.
between us, after watching the butcher, I have moved to sitting next to him.
Yeah, you guys are like sitting. You're doing the Death Note. It's like sit together now. Like we're like one of you was like one color and one of you was the other color, and you're like saying stuff, and like nobody's like really looking at you. Yeah, he's gonna look at you and be like, "Are you really that scared your sensei? Or you really have that little faith in your ninja sensei that he could have died that quickly? You guys seem so nervous. I'm not supposed to be more calm than you guys."
Well, it's more of a case of if that was our sensei and he is that strong, we need to take precautions how we move forward. This went from something that should have been a C rank mission with sensei to something much higher for us. So, confirming whether we've got the strongest member of this team still around makes the most sense to me. I don't know about you.
I just thought you guys would be a little tougher than this.
We're pretty tough. Even the RC one's pretty strong. We'll be fine.
Well, as long as you think
Backhanded
so.
compliment, but whatever.
As long as you think so. And then I should probably just make my own turn, honestly. Nanmo, is there anything? Well, no, I should probably have Taiza say something to. He's gonna say, "I thought you guys came from the same land as that bastard Gato. That bastard Gato is controlling. Shouldn't you want to take this guy out? You know, it's as much as me." And he's more so saying it in like a, why aren't you as bloodlusted?
I never really, like, kind of making sure there's no one around. I never really felt any of the issues which come along with Gato. I know he was a bad
were
person.
privileged. You were privileged. Oh my god.
It was more so he's a kid and didn't feel it. Like,
okay, I was about to say, we're locking that into the canon.
No, it's more so he's a kid. It's something but when he was young, Gato was gone. So it's like, your parents wouldn't let you experience all of the bad shit going through it. He's just more so.
That explains it. You had both your parents the whole time.
I also had
He
my
is just
granddad.
Ava.
My granddad told me a lot about what Gato did. He's a terrible person, and if the guy is anything like that, we need to get rid of him. but
Well,
getting
we're in agreement
frustrated,
there.
getting angry, giving off the wrong vibe in a room full of ninjas who might be strong, might be weak, is a terrible way to die.
Oh, okay. You quoted Sensei there. You know what? You're gonna reward. He's gonna see your point. He's gonna, my bad, man. You know, you're right.
Claps for Nanamo! Claps!
Yeah, I won't even make you roll persuasion on that, honestly. He's kind of impressed with how like wise you seem. He's gonna admit like, I really look up to my grandfather as well, and he is going to quiet down and try and kind of calm himself.
I understand. Let's just keep on mission. Everyone should be playing their part, and if we can find an opening, we take it. And
Okay,
Nanamo's leg is just tapping with his own slight nerves, which he's trying to like maintain in his own little way.
I just hope Nanamo will remember those words in the hours or days to come.
They're repeating in his head a lot.
Good.
Terrible way to die.
Okay, I have enough of a roster that some ninja come out and they like wheel out a little like a dry eraser board pretty much, and they have drawn up the roster. The masked poet, you are in the final match of the preliminaries. You are facing off with Zori, the fish loving samurai bodyguard that Rune just spoke to a little while ago. Tyza has no, because we haven't had combat in so long. I'm switching you. Tyza has your match in the last of the preliminaries. You and Zori are up in a little while. However, before we start your match, Ava, what do you want to do?
I would like to go up to Gato's office. I'm assuming there's either someone I can ask playing the maid. Pero, yes. Pero's office.
Pero, yeah. Listen, I'm doing it too. Don't worry about it. I'm doing it too.
Basically, Ava wants to be in Pero's office when he returns, or waiting so that she can have a word with him privately.
Okay. You see there are two of the like nondescript ninja sitting in front of the office, guarding it.
I'm here to have a word with Pero. You'll want to hear this.
They don't talk. They're kind of like English bobbies.
She's gonna go for the door then, She's made her reasoning clear. She's dressed as staff.
One of them is going to reach out and grab your hand, and he's gonna go 1 inches when no 1 inches when Master Pero is away.
Oh,
he'll release it.
I'll wait for him. He should be here soon. He'll want to hear this. She says, kind of the confident significance that you should maybe call him, because he's gonna want to hear this.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it. You can wait though. I have an exact time as to when he will arrive. Just give me 1 second. We will swap back over to Hikari. Do you go back into the kitchen, or what do you want to do?
She is going to be going to the kitchen in order to look at all of the equipment she has at her disposal, all of the ingredients she has at her disposal, as well as the timetables.
Okay.
And cross-referencing dinner times with match times.
Okay. If you're doing that, honestly, again, no deception roll. Like, you're just doing your role. You don't look suspicious at all. You probably look the least suspicious right now out of everyone.
Because I'm being a really hard worker from their perspective.
Yeah, you're just honestly, if you're just taking a new job, you're not here to do anything. Nanimo, or should I say, the masked poet. You are called into the ring, and a man with a beanie and a little jacket and a sword on his hip steps out with you onto it. There's a ninja refereeing. And he's going to explain that weapons and killing, as you saw in the exhibition match with Ninkin, completely fair, completely legal. So yeah, you can do whatever you want to. So now you and Zori
are going to roll initiative.
I'm not even going to make the sign for peace because I don't think that will make me stand out so much, and I don't want to be this guy's friend. He's going to try and kill me. Why did I agree to do this again?
I don't know. You have the option to let a black ghost do this for you guys. You could have swapped out
okay.
with it.
Questioning my decisions right now.
Well, I mean, listen here, bud. Let's get that
13.
initiative. 13. Okay. Zori rolls a 20. Zori's in front of you on the initiative.
Okay.
You guys are 35 feet away from each other.
35 feet. Okay.
So whoever moves closest, unless they dash, cannot get within range of the other person. Zori's going to use his full movement to... And I showed you guys the ring, so you guys are just kind of in the center of the ring now. The ring,
Just
we're going to
like
say... If I had it as a map right now, it would pretty much be... So it's pretty big around. Like the building you guys are in is pretty massive, so the ring is pretty massive. It's you guys are 30. It is 140 feet by 140 feet, we'll say.
Okay, sweet.
So yeah, you guys started off like pretty much in the center of it in like a neutral position. Zori charges up, unsheathes his sword, and says, I'm gonna take you down and get a nice fried fish dinner.
Please don't feed him if he kills me. I don't ask for much, but...
Oh, you know what? Nanamo, you could take your first hero or legend here if you want to.
Let's do it. If I'm in here anyway, let's do legends.
You want to take a hero or legend? Okay. Your hero legend in this one. Your hero legend or your hero option here would be swap out, like make some kind of signal that says, Shini Sensei, I know you're alive. Please swap me out with the clone. If we have to just go ahead and let my the fake fighter like get out now, that's cool. And or I think the clone could probably take this guy too, but I don't want to fight him. You could do that as your hero option. And or your legend option is go it alone. You think you can handle him.
Oh, he's doing it alone. He's going alone.
Okay. You are going your legend option. We haven't explained this like in session yet, but something I decided I want to do was, if you've ever played Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, there were these choices the player would be tasked to make in which they would be given a reward based on what route they took of two options, one being harder, one being easier. And a lot of the time it would be something like, I remember one of the most impactful ones to me was during the Kurama boss fight, Naruto gets the choice of either as his hero option, accepting the help of Killer Bee, and or as his legend option, he goes it alone. He just does it by himself like he does in canon. Yeah, that's basically what Nanamo has just been gifted. So if he's able to successfully complete the task of defeating Zori through his legend option. In fact, now that I've just done this, Hikari and Ava, you guys will probably have hero legend choices coming up pretty soon as well. He will receive some kind of reward. So Nanamo, Zori has made his turn.
He's what?
He
His
can't really hit you. No, he's not dashing because he would be in range with no attack, and then you could move. So
Okay, so is he come closer to me, or has he stayed the same distance, 35?
you guys are now 5 feet away from each other. There's like one space between you.
Kunai in my left hand, and I will rush forward, and I'm going to try to just open palm strike him with my right one to inflict my chakra mark.
Ooh.
Which you can see within range, make a ninjutsu attack, so I use my ninjutsu modifier, which is +6. 24 to hit.
He is hit like a motherfucker.
Okay.
It's 10 over his AC. There's nothing he can.
Now.
Not even sugarcoating that.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Listen.
where I've striked on his torso, you see a kanji for nobody appear on his on where I struck, which glows ever so faintly. And for the next 8 hours, he will have disadvantage on stealth checks from me. And anytime I hit him, I will get to deal an additional 1d8 damage. Having marked him now, I will use my bonus action to dash, not to disengage. So I'm taking opportunity attack. I will
going to roll. Go ahead.
I'll also be using my hunter's pattern pre-planned route, which means instead of doubling, my movement speed triples. So I'm going to be doing 90 feet of movement in this turn, and I'm just going to be moving as far away from this arsehole as I physically can.
So when your Hunter's Mark activates extra D8, does that proc the exact same turn you attack? Because you did hit him. So I mean,
it does no damage. I don't think.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, no damage. It is not concentration. It costs me 5 ninjutsu though, so I should mark that. Yeah, and I've just now marked him, and any extra damage I do will be done in a following round.
For his attack of op, he gets a 10.
16's my armor class.
Yeah, he swings and misses, bud. You weave right around him. He's not as fast as you, so you probably get a lot of your.
Yeah, I move full speed away from him. Like I want to be hugging the edge of the wall opposite him.
Okay, that's a round of combat. The 6 seconds, I believe.
Yep.
Or is each turn 6 seconds? Okay, yeah, 6 seconds.
It's a round of, isn't it? A round of combat is 6 seconds, I think.
One more round of combat. We're going back to Ava because that'll be the time that needed to pass, or about 12 seconds about what she needed to wait. He is going to spend his. You got 90 feet away from me, right?
Yeah. Well, it would be 85 because I had to move 5 feet to get to him, so 85 feet away from him.
Yikes! Honestly, Nanimo, you might just. This might be over already. I don't think he can catch you.
I'm good at one thing, and I got.
He is going to spend his entire turn dashing up to you, and then he is going to roll to slash at the sand and basically throw some in your eye to blind you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna rule this as a blinding attack that he'll actually roll. Doesn't hit your AC. He got a nat 20 on that.
Oh, natural 20, yeah.
However, funnily enough, Nanimo, remember you're the masked poet.
Oh.
So I want you to do me a con check with advantage.
Okay, thank you, sir. Come on,
The
2
masked
6s.
poet.
Is it say? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 8.
Nanimo, you will take the blinded condition for your turn.
Okay.
This one.
Okay.
So a disadvantage on any attack rolls.
Okay, that's fine.
He's still far enough away from you though that you know, like you could probably just. I'm sorry, I'm giving you.
No, it's fine. All right. Well, so if he attacked, he's probably still 30 feet. He's probably got 60 feet to go, so he needs to dash to melee me next turn. I'm guessing. I will reduce my speed to 0. Meaning next turn I can use my pre-planned route again.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just gonna the kunai in my left hand. I'm gonna throw it at him. They've got a range of. It will be at disadvantage anyway because I think he's out of the ideal range for kunai. But I'll roll to hit him. It's 30 to 60. Yeah. So. Is he 60 feet close to me? That's what I'll ask.
Yeah, because he dashed. He dashed to try and keep up with you.
Okay.
So you are leading him around on a leash pretty much.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I feel like this is going to be hard for him.
14 is the lower one.
Mm-hmm.
That hits, yeah? So it's a D4 plus
yes, his AC is 14.
D4 plus a D8. Oh, that's a D6. I got so excited. That was upsetting. Oh, 12 points of damage just as I throw it at Tim.
Nanamo, you let your kunai fly, and he sees it and like is kind of shocked at how accurate it is for something thrown blind, and he gets the confidence to try and block it. But like as he does, it just kind of slices like past the blade and then hits him like in the chest. It doesn't like shunk in anywhere like that's like fatal, but it's like, oh shit, okay. Tries to pull that out, and like it looks like that gutted him pretty bad. He doesn't seem like he has that much left in him already. Okay. Ava.
Yes.
You hear Russer. And when you look at when you decide on who we're gonna choose, make sure they're the biggest, the baddest, the best, the biggest. I need the strongest. We're gonna base them on merit. We're choosing who we want to be our new ninja, but based on merit. I want the biggest and the baddest. You're hearing that as Pero and Ninkin are making their way to the office and seeing not this altercation, but you kind of just sitting there with the Sonic the Hedgehog, like tapping your foot, waiting on Pero.
I love that idle animation. It's so hilarious.
I stand when I hear him coming. You know, I want to give him the red carpet treatment. You know, I want to like physically rise so he sees it, so he knows. I'm like, oh, this person thinks I'm important enough to stand for.
Yeah, he sees it.
I'm trying to intentionally butter him up.
You're like directly in front of the door. Like if you weren't trying to go in, they would have.
Mr. Perez, sir, I was hoping I could have a word with you. This is important. Perhaps not
who might you be? You must be a new hire. Welcome. Welcome to Perico. We're gonna be winning so much you'll get sick of winning. I'm so glad to have you on the team.
I can only imagine how much winning we'll be doing, sir.
You'll say, Mr. Pero, I'm so tired of winning. Please, Mr. Pero, please stop all this winning. And I'll say, no, we have to keep winning. We have to. What's your name, dear?
Ava, sir.
Ava Rice. Ava Rice. Ava Rice. I've heard the last name Rice before. Strange. Anyway, what can I? What can I do for you, dear? It's not time for pay yet. It's I pay everyone. I've never been delayed any payments ever. I always pay. I pay so much. I pay the best, the biggest wages ever. I'll pay you so much you'll get tired of getting paid this much.
Of course, sir. That's actually what I've come to talk to you about, because you may have heard my name before was when I used to work for Mr. Gato.
He's gonna look at you. He also has like little like beady glasses, and he's gonna kind of like peer them down. And you also see Ninkin kind of narrow his.
Good.
Really, my old buddy Gato. Oh, what a tragedy that happened to him. Befell him. But this is what happens when you aren't an upstanding businessman like me. When you're with the corrupt, deep ninja state. When you're dealing with all that stuff, it happens to you. It happens.
Yes, that's what I've come to understand. That's why I've actually come to talk to you.
Oh, really, dear? What?
It's, they always said, Mr. Gato always said you were such a great businessman, paid better than he did. He was always a little bit jealous of how well you paid, actually.
Well, I can't deny that. I pay so well. I've never been delinquent on any bills. I've never been in any kind of debt whatsoever.
So
none. No expenses.
So that's why I've come to you, because I think as a businessman, you would understand the significance of those who are trying to stop your incredible operation. I believe...
Those trying to stop my up... Are you talking about enemies from within? There's no way that we vet everyone. There's an enemy of the people. You're telling me no way. Everyone loves me.
Sorry to say,
they love me.
That...
Even those who say they hate me, they secretly love me.
I believe the same awful ninja who killed Mr. Gato, I've heard that they've come for you too, sir. So
he's gonna look a little like perturbed about that. Like that seems like it's scary. Like even Ninkin looks like his eyes widen a bit. Like he's like, oh.
So I've come to...
Wait, really?
Yes, I've come to help you root them out. I was in the Land of Waves. I saw them. I know what they look like.
Wait a minute. We're talking about the team that had that famous boy in the bingo book the Dashi of the 1,000 plans or whatever it was, the pink-haired girl, the emo kid, and the really loud blonde kid who went on to do those tuning exams and fought. Oh man. Oh no. We can't have that, folks. We cannot have that, folks. Not at all.
I agree, sir.
We've got to get them the hell out of here. We got to get them the hell out. They got to get the hell out of here.
I know what they look like. I can help you find them. And then I'd like to give my best Gato smile. For a fee, sir.
Oh, you must have worked for Gato. that's so him. Oh my. Yeah, well, You see, as much as I do love to pay, I love paying people. I love paying people. But you see,
and he's gonna snap, and then the two guards who are at the doors are gonna kind of come to either of your sides and grab you by the shoulder.
What you're talking about right now seems like it is for the greater good of not only Perroco, of not only the underground fighting arena, but the entirety of the Land of Hot Waves and Land of Hot Water. And everyone knows me. I'm such a patriot. I love the Land of Hot Water. I'll do anything for my country. So you're gonna have to go ahead and just give me that freely, and I'll give you a reward afterward. Just trust me. I pay everyone so much. I love paying. I love paying my bills.
I'd like to look like I'm so awed by his strength that, I'm just a poor little child. I submit before his greatness. Of course, sir. Of course. Forgive my impertinence.
Of course. Just let her go. She just doesn't know how things go on this way. It's okay. Don't worry. She's just a little girl. What would she know? Don't worry, buddy. Listen. You just tell us who we're on the lookout for, and we'll reward you so handsomely. Gato would blush if he wasn't in burning in hell. He would say, "Whoa, Pero, how are you paying this much? Pero, just let me work for you." But I said, "No, Gato, you're too corrupt. You're too dirty. You're too with the swamp. You can't do it. No, Gato."
Just to inform you all, I am playing an air fiddle.
Yes,
the world's smallest violin. I have it right here.
Yes, of course, sir. I just will need, of course, to root them out to be able to, speak to people and be able to converse with you and with your. I gesture towards, the dogman, like I don't know who he is, because obviously Renkin. I don't want him thinking. Yes, of course, Renkin. Yes, to converse with both of you.
No, Renkin. Renkin,
yes.
He can't say his own name.
I know. I'm playing dumb. I'm like, Renkin, of course. That's just me being an asshole.
Okay, yeah. Pero's gonna hold his hand up in front of like him taking any kind of umbrage with his name being messed up isn't like a fair thing right now because he doesn't view him as a person. And he is gonna say,
So what you're saying, dear? What you're telling me is you want to be a spy, basically. You're gonna spy on the spies.
Yes, sir.
How quaint! I love espionage. We have to figure out a whole new position for me to do espionage. If I'm getting into the ninja game, I really should start doing it at some point. Oh, you must be a very industrious young girl. I can see. Are you sure you weren't Gato's daughter? You seem just like him in some ways. How fortuitous this is.
Gato was like a father to me. I say, digging my fingers into my nails into my palms. I say it, just with sheer hate, like a father to me.
Well. It seems like fate. Kami himself must have set this up. Pero and the daughter of Gato working together. I can't play. We're gonna be the biggest team in the Land of Hot Water. One day I'll be the shadow of the Land of Hot Water, and you my right hand man, just like Lincoln. I can just see it. Gato had so much. If he just had that same kind of gumption and righteous soul that you had to be such a patriot for the Land of Hot Water. I'm so excited. Yes. You will be my new spy. Go out and find and root out these ninja, and when you find them, just come and get Ninkin, and he will take them out for you, and you will be rewarded so handsomely, so well, so bigly.
Of course. Thank you, sir, and I trust that I'll be able to come with some discretion she's trying to basically eye the ninja like, I'm annoyed that I got stopped by these low-rent goons, I need to be able to have access to you. For your safety, sir.
Yes. Go ahead and let the rest of the men know if they see this young Miss Ava Rice, they are to kowtow to her immediately. She's to be given the exact same, or at least just a bit around the exact same amount of authority as Ninkin is, as he's acting as our spy. I can't wait. It'll be a tremendous espionage mission. Oh wow! I can't wait to have these traitorous scum strung up in front of everyone while we continue our glorious golden age of the underground hot water tournament. Oh, Bamboo Village is going to continue to thrive.
I'm certain it will under your wise leadership, sir.
Obviously, I'm the best. I'm the best around. And
Right,
we're going back.
It.
Even Gato knew it. He was so jealous. We're going back to Nanimo and Zori and their fight.
Yes, how is that for some espionage? Some ninja work?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. If you're not actually betraying the team. If you're not actually betraying the team, that was good.
A+ to Ava.
What's up?
Pardon?
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you, Rune.
Oh, A+ to Ava.
Yeah, you did a good job. You played him pretty well.
Played him like a violin.
That is assuming Ava is not actually betraying you guys.
that is a big hit,
That is a very big assumption.
I had.
We don't.
I don't trust her.
She might give
listen,
Nanamo to.
Listen. She sat up and
suspicion.
said it was Team 7. She sat up and said it was Team Naruto. You guys might be able to get away. Nanamo, you are able to now reach up under your mask and wipe your eyes. You can get the sand out of your eyes. As you are doing that, Zori is going to desperately make a final gambit attack. He is going to throw his katana. He misses. He got a 13.
Does it just clatter in front of me?
Honestly, yeah, it lands in the sand like right in front of you.
Yeah.
And then with his movement, he is going to try and dash to get it so he can defend himself. So his turn was pretty much wasted. It's up to you.
I'm assuming he didn't make it quite back to his katana, did he?
If he uses his full dash, he's like getting his hands on it when your turn is about to begin, I'd say. If you want to steal or something,
if he's bending down, I will grab a new kunai and just bring it down to his top of him.
Mm-hmm.
How hurt is he looking?
He looks like if you roll, or he looks like if you hit well with your next attack, he would go down.
I will with him being lower than me at this point, reaching for something. I'll bring my kunai just a little bit away from him, and I'll say, trying to mask his own voice, "Give up."
Roll me an intimidation with advantage because you have the
natural 20.
You got a nat 20. He pisses and shits himself. He voids his bowels. Nanamo, he voids his bowels. He instantly lets go of the sword. Like he doesn't put his hand. Like what happens is basically he was running to it, and then you basically here's what we're gonna do. Here is your hero or legend reward. Nanamo, your body flicker jutsu. You have just learned how to use a medium with which you body flicker with. So you know how Ninja will when Kakashi does it, he leaves some leaves behind. When Shini does it, he does it through his shadow. You have now learned the body flicker jutsu, Mistwalker.
Okay.
Or no, Mistwalker or Fogwalker. Basically what this will be is you will have a slightly higher cost body flicker, and when you use this one, it will increase your AC. It will make you harder to hit. It obscures you basically.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Nice.
So yes, you basically did that, almost like you were kind of like calling on some of what Shini Sensei had already taught you. You do that.
He was imitating
mist.
his
Yeah, you
voice.
kind of imitate Shini Sensei. You body flicker behind him. You pull out a knife, kind of like Kakashi did to Zabuza, and you pull out a new kunai. And you're like, just give up. And that was enough for him. He's like, you know what? I already couldn't catch him. Apparently he wasn't going full speed. I'm peeing myself. Like he's getting off. He's taking anything off his body that he thinks could have posed any threat to you or makes him think it would pose a threat. So he takes his sheath off. You pretty much just gives you his sword. He gives up.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say,
it.
you do that. I was going to do that thing where you hook your foot under the sword, kick it up to myself, and I was taking it.
You're taking it?
I'm taking his katana.
Nanamo, add 1 katana to your inventory.
I'm a child.
It is it's like a regular +1.
There is a katana on the weapons list.
Yeah, I believe I saw one. I almost gave Shini one, but it didn't really make too much sense. Yeah, Nanamo has a katana now, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm glad that happened. That's kind of why I went ahead and let him just get rid of it. Like it landed in front. Glad you're taking. So yeah, you win. Zori is out. You hear Wadaji go no, because he was probably betting on him and not having to deal with anybody who was actually that strong. You see Taiza kind of give you a nod of approval. He seems like you've actually earned a good bit of his respect, even more so now. So you guys are probably kind of building a good bond by now.
I will just gently, if he stood in front of me, I'll just kind of run my hand up and relinquish the chakra mark on him, just to give him some comfort of mind.
Once he realizes he's not dying and giving up was the right thing to do, he's running out of there because again he sweated himself. So he's that crit, that crit intimidation.
Yep.
Did you need the advantage on that?
Yeah, I've already got a +2. Oh no, first roll was a 20.
Yeah, I didn't think you needed the advantage.
I got 4. I got 4. Yeah, no, first roll was 20. I didn't even bother rolling after that.
Yeah, the advantage is all you need. All right, Hikari.
Just so you all know, it is 11:33.
Okay. Honestly,
Terrible.
Yeah,
let's do one more round of. If you guys want to wrap up now, we can wrap up here. That will give you some time to write.
It's up to Rune.
I really need to go to bed for work tomorrow. Sorry.
Understandable.
That would make this This is still another hour-long session. So I mean, we finally got some combat. There will be more to come. I assure you there will be more combat next session.
Yeah,
Nanamo got a sword.
Yeah,
we had our first hero legend. So Rune and Hikari I'm sorry, same person. Hikari and Ava, you guys will be getting hero legend moments. In fact, honestly, Ava probably should have had hers already. Yeah, you'll be having your hero legend moments coming up pretty soon. Your first ones, I should say. Yeah, we will be leaving our heroes here as Nanamo has finished off the first match of the underground fighting tournament with a pretty good performance. Honestly, now the mass poet plan seems better than ever. Ava has seemingly began a very dangerous game of if she is deciding to betray the team for her own survival or not. You guys currently have conflicting perceptions of if Shini Sensei is even alive or not. And Hikari has probably as best as you two have, melded into her mission, her role in the mission. So as of right now, Squad Zero are doing amazing at their first C rank mission. But we will have to see if that continues as we return next time in Naruto Making Waves, a 5e D&D adventure. I have been here with my incredible, amazing, stupendous, wonderful, loving players. Piglet Dill playing
Ava Rice. Definitely not a traitor, and definitely a level 2 medic nin.
Oh my! Now we can't even be sure of your class and name or this or Rune Scribble playing.
Kesho Hikari, Intelligence Operative Level 2.
And the Storybuster, aka the Masked Poet, playing.
Nanamo Junbai, the level 2 hunter nin who's thrilled he survived.
Listen, you did good, bud, and also you guys are probably gonna get an in-store. So please enjoy that now, and we will see you all next time. In the village hidden in the waves, inside Omodubukai Ramen after closing time, Ryori and Bara Junbai set smoothly about their afterwork, having already placed all the chairs on the tables, began mopping and finishing up the dishes in prep for the morning, when suddenly, they much like the Keshos and Nanachi, are rather shocked when a black ghostly skeletal hand makes itself known on the counter in front of them, as if it is here to order, though when finally calmed down, the Dead Poet Society would convey its message.
Hiya, Mum. Hello, Dad. Sensei suggested the team all send letters home, and I thought it might help you both stop worrying about me, since I know you didn't want me going on these missions, or just want me to be a ninja in general. And I thought if I sent you a letter home, it might help calm you down. I wanted to let you know I'm doing great. I truly have loved every moment of being out of the village, even though we haven't made it to our destination yet. But the land of... Wait, I can't tell you where I'm going, can I? Sorry, Sensei said I can't share, but I can tell you all when I get back, and tell you about all the amazing ninja stuff I did when I get home, I guess. I will say this, we are fast approaching our first mission, and I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. It's the start of my ninja legacy. What else would you want to know? What else is there to tell you? Oh, yeah, I'm keeping clean and I'm eating plenty, but truthfully, I have been avoiding cooking. Hikari keeps handing off animals she caught to prepare for her and for the group. I haven't had the heart to mention this, but I haven't been doing it. I think Hikari thinks because I'm proficient with all of this, I know what I'm doing, she can just give it to me and I'll do it. But I'm a ninja now. I'm not a cook, so I've been lucky enough that Shinji Sensei has been sorting it out for me. Even if his technique is sloppy and very subpar, he's been very good at keeping it a secret from the group. I'm just worried that if I don't do it, they won't like me. Anyway, things with the team have been confusing. I've not hung out with people my own age since I was a kid, or maybe even younger, so I'm not sure what to do or how to act about certain things. Hikari, for example, is very sweet, kind and caring. She's also very quiet, but she can also be super scary when she wants to be, and has got quite a good habit of clipping me round the ear. However, she also has been fixing my clothes for me whenever I rip them, which at the minute is a lot. I'm still learning how this whole tree walking thing and the control of my chakra to my... Sorry. Anyway, if her siblings or that girl she hangs out with come in, please treat them to a free meal. I'll pay the fee for whatever they eat when I return home, with my first paycheck for being a ninja. As for Ava, she's been really getting on my nerves. She treats me like her lesser when we're supposed to be teammates, and she never stops looking down on me, just like everyone else back home used to do. Even when we were getting along one night, having a laugh about some poetry, something we shouldn't have looked at. She puts her guard up so fast and goes straight to mocking me, calling me a mayfly and telling me I'll get my teeth knocked in. She's so annoying, and I don't even know why she's like this. All we did was speak about the mission. As for Sensei, as I've mentioned, he's nice, and maybe even quieter and shyer than Hikari. I messed up and need to apologise to him. I just don't know how. I don't know how the team feels about me, and I want to be their friend, but I have no idea if they want to be mine. For now, I guess I'll just continue being their teammate. Anyway, don't worry about me anymore. I'm a ninja. I'm practically an adult, and I can look after myself. Hope you're both okay, and that the restaurant is doing well. I will be home soon. After all, I am the fastest legs in the wave. Oh, wait, P.S. Could one of you go see Grandpa? Just to keep him company, and maybe even take him some flowers. He always likes when I do that. But don't tell him anything about what's going on with me. I want to tell him all about my first ninja adventure myself. Is that everything I need to tell you? Let's see. I definitely warned you about Sensei's hand. I've definitely told you about how I'm doing, and I'm doing great. I've told you about the team. I've asked if you're alright. I asked you to check on Grandpa. Yeah, that's everything. Thanks, Dead Poet Society. Make sure you told him I love them, and that I'll see them soon.
This was the end of Nanamo's message, though it clearly took his parents a bit to process it all. Okay, first off, you so did not warn us about the creepy hand thing, but Nanamo, we're so happy to hear from you. We agreed to stop fighting you so much on this ninja path thing, but there isn't a lot you can do to keep us from worrying about you, son. Keeping clean and eating plenty are good starts, but you may want to leave out any more dangerous details when you all return. Please, just listen to your sensei. Take care of your teammates and come home, Nanamo. That's right, son. Listen to your mother as well. And remember what I told you. No ninja legacy is worth your life. Now, moving on. If you don't want to cook, that's one thing, and it's perfectly fine. But don't let that get in the way of you pulling your own weight. You're part of a team now, and you know from working at the restaurant how hard it can be to function when everyone doesn't toe the line. Worse, selfishly sabotages the others tied with them. If cooking is a skill you can use to help your team and ensure your survival, then you really should cook, Nani. Not just because you're generally good at it, or just because we want you to take over Omo Debukai one day, but because it's something only you can bring to your team. And if your sensei isn't good enough just yet, maybe you can teach him to get better. That way you don't have to fully put your apron back on. You contribute the same as your teammates, and you make sure everyone gets a good nutritious meal at the end of the day. If you just focus on that, I think it'll be impossible for them to not like you. And I'm sure Ava would love for you to cook for her too.
That young lady Hikari scares you. Maybe you aren't cut out to be a ninja. She seemed like an absolutely lovely young lady, with a good head on her shoulders. You probably should listen to her as well, you know. Any kid with manners that good has to carry both a discipline and a wisdom beyond her years. Oh, and of course we've been treating them. Nanachi and the kids have actually been back a few times since you all left, so we were more than happy to let you cover it on your tab, son. Just like we said we would. You can just settle up with us using that precious ninja paycheck of yours. Speaking of money and Ava, you do know that's a bit of the pot calling the kettle black, don't you? You were pretty rude to her when she came to work at the ramen shop after all. You gotta admit you were a bit of a know-it-all and ran her off, which made no sense as she was honestly a much harder worker than you. You didn't even give her the respect for remembering her only a few years later, too. Maybe just cut her some slack. Everyone in the village is well aware she can be difficult, but so is life. And actually, that's not really true. Life was hell in this village for a long time.
And while we did our best to shield you from it, that kid was forced to watch, endure, and experience it all with a front row seat. I promise you can afford to spare a bit more grace and mercy than she can. It would really mean a lot to us if you did. We don't want either of you dying out there over a petty feud. Maybe just try to start things over from the beginning and become her friend. And of course we'll go see Dad. It has been a while. And what did you do to your sensei? And what were you and Ava not supposed to see? You better not be doing anything inappropriate out there. Being a ninja is not a good excuse to misbehave or represent your family poorly. I want you to apologize immediately, Mr. Fastest Legs in the Wave. Don't wait until it's too late or you don't get the chance. You know the family motto. We never put off till tomorrow what could be done today.
Nanamo, we want you to know we love you so much. We really are proud of you. We just want our brave little ninja boy to come marching home.
And with that and a firm nod as they hug each other, Dead Poet Society is dismissed, beginning the return journey with this new message. Meanwhile, in the nearby cold, wet, and rainy memorial cemetery of the Wave Village, a soft light and crackling noise heralds the arrival of a tall and lanky man, dressed in a long, silvery white trench coat / Haori jacket, which reflected the meager light of the moon as it pierced through the rolling fog, which as usual blankets the outskirts of the village. With his simple and classic shinobi-like attire waving and billowing due to his movements, the man would appear to glide effortlessly and swiftly across the ground, seemingly having no need to actually take steps, as if everywhere he went, he could just easily slide. However, the most striking thing about the man was the long wild mane of shaggy and spiky hot pink hair, which reached nearly halfway down his back, also serving to accentuate the velocity and grace of all his movements. Carrying a bottle of sake and 2 cups of instant ramen, he approaches a rather new and well-kept and noble-looking headstone compared to many in the graveyard, as many more were countless names carved into simple flimsy pieces of wood, above many a still fresh mound of dirt, some of which were so crudely and poorly dug that a simple glance across the yard would make it abundantly clear just how many children had to bury their own parents in this land before coming of age. After all, under Gato's pilfering and plundering of the tiny nation's wealth, the bodies continued to stack up, with the luxury of giving proper grieving periods, ceremony, homegoing services, and funerals was just one more thing robbed from those that called the village home. With a deep, almost shaky breath, the man would sit in front of the resting place of Shinmin Junbai, the original founder of Omo Debukai Ramen, hailed as one of the men most responsible for the past economic prosperity of this land. A decent legacy to live up to say the least, ninja or not.
I've finally returned. You know it's been a while. 15 whole years, huh? Time really flew, but I guess I was too late. I should have been much faster. I should have been the one to stop Gato much sooner. But you always told me I was in too big a rush, and I was so certain I could get even stronger. But I was wrong. I've hit a limit, achieved all I can.
The man would let out a mirthless chuckle as he clapped his hands together to give a prayer. He'd then take his offerings and open up one of the cups of ramen. In lieu of not having water, the man would cruelly substitute sake in for the liquid, and without any sources of boiling it, he would exert admirable chakra control, generating heat from a change in chakra nature to the element of lightning. Though with enough fine-tuning and discipline that the man is able to boil his sake, he prepare his treat casually simply by using an electrical current in his palm, while he would then go on to pour out a bit more sake onto the grave in a genuine gesture of sharing with the departed.
I know you always hated when I did stuff like this, but I don't blame me. Saves time, and I think it tastes plenty good. But you'd probably be more upset that I brought you instant ramen, huh? You'd probably say that it does nothing but spoil good booze. And Ryori was just not along with you. Yeah, he's the one that spoils the booze.
Downing the rest of his sake ramen concoction, though a bit thoughtlessly, leaving his empty trash next to the grave along with his offerings to the dead, the pink-haired man would stand back up and stretch himself, looking down on Shinmon's grave again with a sad visage, as if realizing this gesture wasn't going to fix things any more than the shinobi work he's been taking on in all this time. But at least for now, it could make him feel better and give himself some fuel to keep going. That's all he's ever needed anyway. I suppose I could check on the old shop before I head back to the land of noodles. And so, with a slightly more abrupt and loud cracking noise and flash, the man's body would flicker out of the area at high speed as he dashed away, drawing a great deal of the fog from the cemetery with him as he did so, while headed towards the village proper, but more precisely, Omo Debukai Ramen.